Pawan Bansal, a week after his nephew was caught in that big railway bribery scam, of course, to facilitate those appointments in the Railways Ministry, Pawan Kumar Bansal has finally been sacked. Bansal was facing the prospect of being interrogated by the CBI in that big railway scam.
Times Now over the last 48 hours has brought out the direct link of the minister. This was the document that we showed yesterday. This document clearly showing that the minister himself got a subsidized loan from a company that belongs to his son, on which the chartered accountant is an auditor, and the chartered accountant is also a director on a PSU sector bank which gave loans to his son's company. That subsidized loan and explosive conversations on the phone that CBI is in possession of have led really to a situation where the government has had to take a call. In fact, earlier this evening, within minutes of a decision being taken by the Congress party on electing a new chief minister for Karnataka, Sonia Gandhi drove to 7 Racecourse Road, that is the residence of the Prime Minister, and asked him, and what we do know is that it was a 20 to 25 minute long meeting, following which, of course, reports of Pawan Kumar Bansal being asked to give in his resignation came in. Clearly, Pawan Kumar Bansal's decision is not the only decision that needs to be taken. Ashwini Kumar next, that's the big question that's doing the round.
Well, Vishnu, I don't think there's any ambiguity about the fact that it was a resignation sought under pressure. I think about that the BJP is correct, because all these days, and at least in the initial days when the story first broke, Pawan Bansal's initial response was to distance himself from his nephew and say that he welcomed any CBI inquiry. But it's only as the evidence kept mounting, it's only as the evidence started stacking up against him that the pressure really started building up. And we have seen the last 24 hours sources telling us that the Congress president has taken a view that both ministers, in fact that's what my information was, that both ministers, Pawan Bansal and Ashwini Kumar, would have to go. Ashwini Kumar's case was regarded as more complex because his was a case, Vishnu, that actually involved the Prime or linked to the Prime Minister's office as well. So there were question marks on whether Ashwini Kumar was in a sense a buffer between him being the attack and the Prime Minister being the direct attack of the opposition, because remember, there's a joint secretary in the Prime Minister's office that was pulled up by the Supreme Court. So to that extent, Mr. Kumar, as long as he's there, remains the main target of attack. The moment he goes, the Prime Minister is accepting the liability of perhaps his own officials as well as officials in the coal ministry. So I do believe that there's no ambiguity, that this is not some voluntary decision that Mr. Bansal took while his government wanted him to stay. I think we're quibbling on semantics here. It is clearly a resignation under pressure, but I think it's a resignation that was decided on, or an offer to resign that was decided on much earlier. I think what's interesting is whether we're going to see bigger changes, more heads to roll, and a greater churn in the next few days. I don't think that the changes within the Congress will end with the exit of Pawan Bansal.
The explosive tapes of the CBI linking his family members to all the murky details of selling high posts for huge consideration became very evident. This is a sickening comment on the malgovernance of UPA. And the Prime Minister must take responsibility and accountability. Today's development reinforces BJP demand that even the PM must resign.
Good sense has prevailed upon Congress party and the Congress-led UPA 2 government. They have taken a decision to ask Mr. Bansal to step down. The same decision could have been taken when Parliament was in session. Parliament could not function because of the adamant stand taken by the Congress party and its government. At the same time, the law minister cannot continue to be in office after the Supreme Court's scathing observations.
It's a sad day for the railways that the minister had to go like this, but it's good that he went. He should have gone on the first day itself. First of all, he should never have indulged himself, if at all. Of course, nothing has been proved. In this ministry, I think there is overall corruption everywhere, and I think common man is totally fed up, and I as a citizen also. But having said that, I would say this is a great opportunity to clean up the entire system. He should not have had people around him who are blatantly corrupt. first of all, you have to clean up your environment. And if your environment is not clean, then obviously he has to run away.
Meanwhile, a day after his resignation, Ashwani Kumar broke his silence. He spoke to the media and sounded quite defiant. He said he resigned only to end the controversy. As per his party's wishes, he believed he'd done nothing wrong.
There are certain political decisions that are considered necessary. It is the prerogative of the Honorable Prime Minister to ask his colleagues when to resign and how to resign. Whatever the Prime Minister and the party High Command thought fit, as a loyal foot soldier I have done, and I am proud of the fact that I am a loyal foot soldier of the party. मैं नहीं चाहता था कि इतने दिनों की जो फजूल कंट्रोवर्सी उस मुद्दे पर चल रही है जो माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट के विचाराधीन है और जिसमें किसी किस्म की एडवर्स टिप्पणी मेरे खिलाफ नहीं की गई है, उसमें कोई विवाद आगे ना हो, इसलिए मैंने अपना त्यागपत्र सौंपा है। मेरा यकीन है, मेरा विश्वास है, मेरा मानना है कि इंसाफ और सच्चाई की जीत होगी।
मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी से विनम्रतापूर्वक अपील करना चाहता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री जी, आप स्वयं इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करें, आत्मनिरीक्षण करें, क्या करना चाहिए ताकि देश की राजनीतिक व्यवस्था के प्रति जन सामान्य के विश्वास को सुदृढ़ किया जा सके, उसे मजबूत किया जा सके। और मैं समझता हूं कि ईमानदारी के साथ यदि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इंट्रोस्पेक्शन किया तो त्याग पत्र देने के अतिरिक्त और कोई दूसरा विकल्प नहीं बचता है।